Hi, this is Andy. Today, I'll be flipping a small 90s dresser. I had this piece in my cellar and it was full of papers and stuff that I didn't use anymore. I bought it almost 15 years ago to use it as a nightstand. It is a good piece of furniture. It deserves a new life. I started cleaning it with a multi-purpose cleaner. The surface is melamine and the top has bubbles. To smooth it up, I'll start sanding with 120 grit. As this is not real wood, I'll just scuff sand all the surfaces. You need some texture for your paint to adhere. In general, this piece has not many problems, just a couple of minor repairs, such as this bit of plastic that was in need of glue. I'll clamp it and let it dry. Almost every single surface is laminated. The exterior and the interior of the drawers is plastic coated. I'll refresh the color by spraying white paint. This old bed sheet is not dirty, it's got a lot of paint. The piece had these plastic covers concealing socket conformant screws. I'll cover them with wood filler. So I need to make the entrance of the holes a little bit bigger for them to be concealed. I'll add some wood veneer to the top. I'll add a touch of glamour to this dresser. I'll apply the veneer with wood glue. When the glue feels dry to the touch, it is time to iron the veneer. The iron must be hot and the pressure must be constant and firm. The heat dissolves the glue and helps to stick the veneer to the top of the piece. With a utility knife, then I proceeded to cut the excess of veneer. Then hand sanding with 120 grit to have smooth borders. To help blend the addition of veneer, I'll use some wood glue and some sawdust. When everything is nicely sanded, it is time to clean the surface. I started staining with a water-based stain in light oak. As I was applying it, I realized that I didn't like the color. I'll wait for it to dry and then, maybe with the top coat, it'll look better. I mixed some strong wood putty and started covering all the holes of the piece, including the holes of the hardware. The handles were plastic and I will not be using them. All of the products I have been using are products I have in my house. I don't want to be spending a lot of money on this flip. This dresser will not be expensive. I decided to seal the top with some oil-based polyurethane I had from a previous project. I applied it with a foam brush, but the product was too thick and did not level appropriately, and I hated the color more. Now it was time to prepare the drawers for painting. I taped the borders to avoid spilling. I'm going to be using a handmade chalk paint. This color is Midnight Blue. I love the color. It is like teal with green undertones. I love the texture of this chalk paint and its vintage feeling. If you like this type of content, consider liking and subscribing to my channel. When you like, the YouTube algorithm decides to show this video to more people. There are also some more ways in which you can help this channel grow. I have included a few in the description. I gave the piece 3 coats, sanding in between. Then I decided to seal the dresser and the body with water-based polyurethane in gloss finish. When I was doing this, I realized that I didn't like the gloss finish with that particular color. I would later seal everything with 2 coats of poly and satin. My dear Milo, always next to me. It's incredible how much company pets give you. We really don't deserve dogs. If you are flipping furniture and don't like something, don't be afraid to change. Trust your instincts and go ahead. That's my motto. When flipping furniture, everything can change. And here's the top, all stripped down and sanded. I applied a mixture of oil-based stains, 50-50 maple and dark walnut. After that, I would spray 3 coats of glossy polyurethane over it. I liked this color better, but what was going to be a quick flip ended up being more than a week. It took ages for everything to dry. These are the new handles. To give the white drawers a touch of color, I applied this colorful acrylic wallpaper to the bottom. Before looking at the results, let's remember what we started with. And here it is. I love the color, and in spite of being a laminate dresser, it looks stunning. Thanks for watching.